Mangubat. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy to have a good buddy of mine, Colin Yurkison. You want to say what's up?
What's up, guys? Colin Yurkison from New Jersey. Me and Francis met at a VEMA backyard event, actually, back in the day.
Back like 8 years ago?
8 years ago, we were thinking of entrepreneurship even back then. So kind of crazy how we're back aligned up together.
Colin, why don't you talk about how you first got started as an entrepreneur and how you got your businesses going and what you do?
Yeah.
Why don't you start with what you do and how you make money?
Okay, yeah. So right now, I teach over 250 students how to leverage credit, build income, and travel. I also recently have been really heavily invested into Amazon, specifically Amazon automation and drop shipping and Amazon FBA fulfilled by Amazon. I'm also a massive crypto fanatic, so I've been investing in crypto and blockchain technology and decentralized finance because I believe that's the future we're heading in. This is all very big things that I had no idea that I was really going to be doing. But the most important thing is that, like Francis said, I decided that one day I was going to make it happen. It took my failure, it took me going in $20,000 of debt to get the positive that I needed. So I flipped the negative into a positive. Fast forward, I created a couple of short value videos on, hey, this is your FICO score. Hey, this is how you build up your credit. Hey, this is the difference between TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and people are like, more. So I'm giving out all this free value, and I'm like, I'm not charging anything, and people are getting it all for free. So I'm like, how do I monetize this? That's when I was like, okay, I already built personal brands. Why don't I just build a brand on Instagram about credit, building income, and traveling? Because that's what I was doing at the time. So I started Credit Class. And on Black Friday in 2019, in November, I launched Credit Class for $250 lifetime access, and I signed up 26 people in one day.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah. Signed up 26 people in one day, one of them being Francis.
It's a great course.
I made about $6,500 and there was no turning back from there. I put all that money into actually creating an online course. I started traveling more. I started really diving into credit, travel, building income, and I branded myself on credit. And fast forward now a year later, I've traveled over 55 flights during a pandemic. I have over 250 students. I'm now branched out in Amazon, crypto, buying a house right now off Francis, and this was all done in 1 year. I quit my job on August 22nd, and today is August 21st of 2020. So it hasn't even been a year yet, and that's how much I was able to accomplish by just.
Dude, that's pretty crazy that we're meeting your parents and then we're gonna get the doc signed tonight. It'll be August 22nd.
How fucking crazy, yeah. So I quit my job a year ago, $50,000 in debt, and now I'm buying a house. I have over 5 businesses, and I've traveled the world the past 7 months. I'm literally living out of a suitcase. I've stayed 80 nights in Marriott's this year alone. I've coached people all around the world, and yeah, I'm just getting started.
I'd say out of Colin's Credit Class, what I take away most is that for my personal business and for myself is that, and Colin can elaborate more, is that with Chase, you can get their 0% credit card, essentially get 50 to 100% line of credit on a credit card at 0%, and it won't affect my personal credit score. It'll go on my single member LLC, which is where I take my real estate commissions, and there's 2 years tax returns there, so it's a solidified account, and they're seeing really good revenue. So that's the biggest thing that I take away.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, so there's so many different avenues of credit. These are about 20 credit cards right here in this stack, and it all started from one card. You build your way up, and then you can dive and diversify into business credit. And what Francis just talked about is also one of my favorite things because it's allowed me to buy real estate, it's allowed me to invest in online assets like Amazon automation, and that's business credit right here. Business credit at 0% is completely separate from your personal credit, and you get 12 months at 0% interest, and I know ways that you can liquidate the money out of those cards to turn it into cash, invest it into something that's going to give you enough profit to pay off the card before you owe the banks any interest. So in a sense, it's free money from the banks. So you could buy real estate, you could buy Amazon, you could flip shoes, you could do whatever you want with this money as long as you pay it back. And if you can't pay it back, you can do a balance transfer onto another business card for 0%. You can do this for up to 36 months. on a business credit card. None of that utilization reports to your personal credit, so you can still apply for, mortgages, you can use it to buy a new car, you can still get approvals on credit cards, and yeah, the possibilities are endless, the points are incredible.
I'd say the second thing is that, and I feel like this relates to, I'd say people who already have established businesses and are successful, because when I met Colin, I already had like an 800 credit score. Mm-hmm. But at one point, we're taking a look at flights and if I wanted to buy like a business class round trip from Madrid, Spain to Cancun, what would that cost on a flight?
So that would probably cost business class. That would cost about like $8,000.
And then we're taking a look at like you're transferring all these travel partners. Yeah. It was like 75,000 points
round trip,
which is $750.
Yes.
So why don't you tell everyone how the hell you're doing that?
Okay, so a little free tip here. There's Amex membership rewards points and there's Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Now, if you go on the Amex membership rewards portal and the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, you're only gonna get about 1 cent per point when you redeem it for travel. Now, when you use transfer partners, all of them have transfer partners. And for example, for that one, I use Aeromexico to fly one of my friends from Spain to Mexico. Actually, I've done this twice in the past month. She came to Tulum. It's actually my girlfriend. She came to Tulum and then she came to Cancun like 2 weeks later. So instead of spending $8,000, for her to fly first class, she probably thought I did, but I only spent, 75,000 points. And the reason I can do this is because I use a transfer partners. Transfer partners with Amex and Chase allow you to transfer to someone like Aeromexico or Air France, and the transfer redemption value is actually 5 to 7 times more than you would get just by doing it on their website. So don't rush into, redeeming your points fast on the actual portal. You should research the transfer partners and find out who they partner with and see how much more points you can get by transferring it to that partner.
So if someone has like over a million points like myself, you can get cash back and get $10,000 in value. But if you're looking to maximize value, I can go do that with transfer partners.
You could get about $50,000.
50 to 70 grand, and you can essentially turn like credit card points that you and I are spending on a business credit card, which you can write off everything that you're putting on a business card. Mm-hmm. And when you're using it for personal consumption, you can go use these points, and you're essentially getting 50 to 70 grand for free. And like if you make $1 million and if you make $1 million and you're paying a 50% tax bracket, it's like $500,000 net. But with that $50,000 to $75,000 worth of points and free travel you're getting, it's really like double, because you don't get to write off personal vacations.
100%. Yeah. So leveraging the points is one of the best things I've done. And then to take it to a next level, I actually fly 100% for free. I'm not going to get too far into how I do that. And then I also stay 50 to 80% off at Marriott's worldwide. And then with statuses with the hotels, you can book a standard room, and as long as you have the diamond status with Hilton, or you have, let's say, executive elite or platinum with Marriott, you can get upgraded to a suite for free. And free breakfast and things like that. So the hacks are incredible. That's kind of what I've dove into my whole life, and I've laid it all out for everyone in credit class. So the information's out there. You just need the source to gain the information and then go out there and utilize it for yourself.
So if I sign up for a credit class, can I just call you?
So
how do you deal with 1,000 people calling? Not me.
You can call me. But Instagram, @Colin Yerkeson. You can just find me on there. Shoot me a DM or just click the link in my bio. My website is leveragelifestyle.com. And then I also do Amazon. So if you want a passive income stream, of $7,000 to $15,000 a month passive, I can do that for you too.